Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another Best Bet Trades video. Want to go over a very unique night trade slash fair value gap play that I think is going to help a lot of traders. It helped a lot of people in the helped a couple people in the Discord tonight for some people that do trade at nighttime. Um, I myself personally have been trading a lot at night. I'm in the process of moving and stuff, so it's kind of unfortunately obliterated my day uh, for a couple weeks being able to trade during the day, which is okay because trading at night is not only great content because there's a lot of people that are getting into trading that um, you know work a day job, and trading at night is kind of their only um, opportunity to trade. So it's been really great being able to trade at night and give people the opportunity to learn that don't even know potentially that you can trade at night. So we're going to go into a trade tonight. I've talked about in prior videos of NDOG and NWOG plays, but I really want to keep this video super short so you guys watch it until the end, so you can really see how simple this trade was, especially for a scalper that I made tonight. Tonight I have my Smokey the Bear shirt on. Only you can prevent wildfires. So, if it's dry and you live in Canada, probably shouldn't throw that cigarette out the window. But just like Smokey the Bear says with fires, only you can prevent getting obliterated in a bad trade, right? So, what do I mean by that? I can't stress it enough. Um, Especially trading at nighttime when volatility is low. Some people trade, like myself, I trade ES during the day and NQ at night. ES just moves a little too slow for me to, sit here and watch it for hours on end at nighttime, where NQ kind of pulls back from the day and is more manageable to trade. Especially with most traders getting into this, they don't really have the margin to allow NQ to go against you the way it does during the day. So, um, you know, always have stop losses in place. Obviously, no trader enjoys getting stopped out. But I can tell you what, more times than not, when you don't have a stop loss, your emotions kick in. You start seeing that big red just engulf your account, and you're just praying for a bounce. And 7 times out of 10, that bounce never comes. It's better just to get stopped out and get back in and make that back 3 times. So let's go over the trade tonight that I went over. So it's going to be a little interesting because we have this price action here that took place, but I alerted everybody in the Discord. So obviously, playing NDOG, we're not going to talk about that in this video, but that strategy does work. And at 8 p.m. today, usually at 8 p.m. when Asian market opens, we get a big move, right? And you can a lot of times figure out where the market's going to go to just by zooming out and seeing obviously where price is at that current moment. Um, you know, there was obviously this fair value gap here, and this is on the 5 minute. If we went to higher time frames, we would see, you know, bigger fair value gaps, things like that. But for scalping at night, I think the 5 minute, if there's a lot of opportunity on the 5 minute, I think that it's worth watching the 5 minute, right? If you really don't see a lot of opportunity on the 5 minute, that's your job to kind of look at that and realize like there's not a lot of opportunity here. I got to play on higher time frames. Sometimes you just have to be a little more patient. But obviously, Asian market could open and it could have came up and filled this fair value gap here. But and obviously that would have been a point right to go short. Keeping an eye right here, obviously could have swept highs. It's something very possible. You have to watch what it's going to do at these levels. But tonight, Asian market open and we had a big sell-off, and I alerted this in the Discord. This fair value gap right here, right? This 5 minute fair value gap, it never filled. Even this low right here, it came down. A lot of people probably expected it to fill at this wick here, but it never did. And this was at 555, right? Or 1555. So what happens here? So I let everybody know when this thing started selling off exactly where I wanted it to bounce. And on NQ, I was 75 cents to $1 away from it bouncing exactly where my target was. And I'm going to show you real quick why I had the target that I did. because most people, you know, traditional traders would just see, oh, yep, fair value gap, it's going to bounce there. And as you can see, you know, what happened, it went against you more. And a lot of people are going to sit there and kind of question why. And for me, when I play fair value gaps, especially at night, I've noticed it always comes down to the highest wick next to it, right below it. So right here at this wick, 15 366 like 25 area, that is the exact target that I put out in the Discord. That was the target that I was waiting for. Pardon my cats in the background. That was my target that I was waiting for to get into a long scalp entry. Okay, as we can see, price action has since then fallen below that, but remember, some people hold. Myself, I'm a scalper, right? I'm riding this thing $5-6, you know, with one contract, making a couple $100, and I'm happy. um, so like I said, a lot of times it'll break through this fair value gap and wick below, and it caught that wick right there. This was the exact candle right here, right before I entered the candle that I entered my trade on. So it came all the way right down here to this wick, and like I said, I was, you know, not even a dollar. I was exactly a dollar off, which on NQ, that's pretty damn close. I'm happy with that. Even if you got in going against you a dollar, that's, you know, $20 with one NQ contract. And what did it do? We had this huge green candle right here. This was you know, from, we'll say my price target, you know, 66.25 all the way up to 73. You know, so that was a $7 move, just like that. And again, selling the top, you know, to the T probably isn't going to happen. Sometimes you luck out and that does happen, but you know, even $4, $5, $6 move, you know, for one NQ contract, it's $20 per dollar. So, you know, a $5 move, that's a quick $100. And like I said, in minutes, right? Not even minutes. So that was my exact trade today, off of this fair value gap. And again, I encourage you, it would happen the same if this was a sell imbalance, right? A sell fair value gap. I encourage you to look over to the left, look at that wick. Okay, where's it gonna go? Where's this thing gonna ride to? And it came down to this wick, dropped a little bit below, but it worked out perfectly. So look to the left of that fair value gap. Look at what the next highest wick from the fair value gap is, right? So we have the fair value gap, the next highest wick next to it. That's more times than not where the market's going to bring price action. I have no idea why. I'm sure there's gurus out there that have a reason for that, but this happens more times than not. It works. And like I said, you know, this $3, waiting for it to go $3 more in your favor before getting into a trade, getting that better opportunity, especially if you're someone who's going to average in. I think waiting for that perfect entry is worth it, in my opinion. And if I don't get that and I miss out on that specific trade at that moment, that's fine. But this worked out beautifully. Again, fair value gap. Love fair value gaps at day and night. But always watch that wick right below the fair value gap, because more times than not, that's where they're going to bring this. So, and it makes sense that it dropped a little bit below it, because they're going to grab whatever liquidity sitting there, or whatever it may be. So, that's the trade of the night, guys. Few people made really good money tonight, on the Discord. So I'm very blessed for that, very fortunate for that. I myself made good money tonight. So that's the video, and I hope it can help you guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.